So hello you wonderful people, welcome back to the next vlog. You're joined back at Mere Fisheries, where I've come for a quick 24-hour session and started off with a bit of a bang. Let's get her up for you. Bit of a lively one and a little white northern special pop-up. It's been boosted. So yeah, first one of the session. I've only been here for a couple of hours. Mere Moore's been fishing really well recently, and after my winter campaign, as you've seen, it was a bit dry. I felt like I needed to come back and set the record straight a little bit. So first fish in the bag. Get some water on, I'll spin around, show you the other side. Lovely conditioned fish. As always for Mere Moor, this place keeps me coming back every time for these fish, especially for a day ticket water. You get the odd one, as you always do, but see if she plays ball with me. Yeah. There we go. There's the other side of her. Lovely looking fish, lovely straight fish. Hi. Mwah, thank you. So we'll get this one back and I'll touch base with you over a brew and have a little chat with you. So there we go then. Welcome back to the next episode. As you just saw then, I've caught a fish and we're back at Mere Moor, my nemesis water from the winter campaign, and we've had one pretty quickly, so I'm really happy about that. Probably about 17 pounds, really good start, really happy. I'm not too happy now though, as I've just tried to reach up the rod back out and gone straight in the tree and snapped me off. Second time in 2 sessions I have lost a rig, so I'm just making a new one again. I caught that on my little multi-hinge rig, which you've, I'm sure, seen loads of times by now, but here's a little snip of it just so you can see it again. So I caught it with a little multi-hinge rig on a leg clip system, and then the bait was a white northern special pop-up which has had the spray put on it and lactose B powder over it as well, so proper boosted. And that was cast out to a fish that I saw show about 40 minutes or so ago. So I'm just redoing a rig now. Going to get this back out on the spot. I've actually chucked out a PVA bag in the meantime while I'm tying a rig, so I want all 3 rods in as much as possible, and I've got some PVA bags made up. So while I was making a new rig, I stuck a PVA bag out, just to help your chances along a little bit, you know, increase your chances. All 3 rods always fishing then. So that's where we're up to. I'm going to concentrate and get this done before the light goes down, and I will touch base with you in a short while and have another little chat with you. So you're joining me back on bivy cam again. Wind's pretty harsh outside again, and I don't want the microphone quality to get any worse than I currently have it in previous videos with phones going off and wind. So my phone is over the other side of the bivy, you're over there, out of the wind, away from the phone. Hopefully there'll be no feedback from the phone and no interruptions from the wind, so here we go. I'm doing a bit of a different tactic this time. I've got one rod out on a spot just off the corner of one of the islands, and I've put a bit of bait in. I've put about 10 midi spombs over the top of it. Haven't really spombed in here before because everything's such close quarters, but I've put out a load of pellet, chopped up bully with my NGT grinder, and also some whole bully in there as well, and then coated it all with hemp oil. So I've put that out there. It's a really good little mix, loads of little bits and a couple of bigger bullies as well, just so the hook bait doesn't stand out too much. So I've put that out on a spot and put one rod on it. I've had it out so far with a little bottom bait on, with a little topper, little 10mm topper, but I didn't really feel confident, so I've put a pop-up out. I put it on the same pop-up that I caught the fish off previously, so I've got 2 out there at the minute with little white northern specials on, and one with a DNA based raspberry which I picked up from the Northern Angling Show. Smelt amazing, so I've chucked one out on that as well. I haven't really seen much shown or much going on, but this weekend just gone there was 18 fish off over the weekend, so it's certainly picked up, but it's getting a bit cold. The clouds seem to be clearing up pretty well, and the temperature seems to be dropping quite rapidly as well. Hence, coat, hoodie, hat, jumper. So anyway, it might be quite a short video this time. I said that last time, it was 20 minutes long, so it might be quite a short video this time. Unless I get any more during the night, obviously. I'm here for most of the day as well tomorrow, so good chance for another bite in the daytime. Apart from that, I'm going to stick the kettle on, warm my hands up a little bit, and see what the night brings. Too short time it is at all. I was rudely awoken by this fish. She wants to go back, so let's have a quick look. We'll get her back straight away. We won't talk about rigs and stuff. I will do that in the morning. There we go, nice and quickly. Little low double common. Nice little wake up call to the middle of the night. She's freezing cold, but there we go. So let's get this one back straight away because she's very lively, and we'll touch base again in the morning unless we get another one. Cold. It's 6:30. Good morning. That last fish was at 3:30, as I found out at the time when I went back to the bivvy. Another fish. Right by my mouth. Thanks, mate. Go on. You freeze it. There you go. Another low to mid double. No common. Same spot as the last one. There we go. It's freezing. Right, it's getting back in. It's not the morning without a sunrise. Good morning. So I've warmed up a little bit now. It was so cold at 6:30 this morning. That common that I had was absolutely freezing, like a block of ice. So I'm just warming up still now, and my toes are frozen. I've got my stove on trying to warm my hands up. It's not what I expected at all. So yeah, successful night. I'll start with that straight away. Had that first fish at 3:30. That fell on the right rod, which was just sort of halfway down the bank on a raspberry, DNA based raspberry pop-up that I boosted that I picked up at the Northern Island show. Picked up a tub of those, had a smell of them, they smelled good, so I picked the tub up and caught a fish in it on the first try, on the first time using it. Hello, beepy beep. So yeah, that's really good. Looking back at the footage though, it looks like it's a bit of a ghosty. I'm not too sure. I was completely out of it at 3:30 this morning. No adrenaline kicked in at all when I caught the fish. I literally netted it, turned the camera on, and then just, I suppose, memory kicked in and I spoke to the camera. But looking back at the footage, it looks like it's a little bit of a ghosty. Let me know what you think below. Leave us a comment, tell me what you think. I'm not too sure. I'll have a look back on my computer screen when I get it a bit bigger and have a proper look. But yeah, so got that one. Cast it back out to the same spot again. New bait on, obviously. And then it went again at 6:30 this morning. Exactly the same spot, same bait, with that second common. So really good, really successful little night. With that one from yesterday, being good at maths, that now makes 3. So I'm sort of getting my own back on me more a little bit in this session, I suppose. Other 2 rods, not a nothing. The spot that I baited up yesterday hasn't even done a beep, to be honest. So what I might do in a second, when I have a bit of a recast with those 2, I might put that one just off the side of the spot and just see if they're coming in around it at all. Middle rod, which had the first fish on, I moved that along a bit right underneath the snag and haven't had a beep off that all night either. They're both on the white Northern Special pop-ups that I caught the first fish on. So I might change everything over to the raspberries. Don't know yet, a bit daring that. So we'll see. I might have a bit of a walk as it's really calm at the minute. You'll be able to see anything really easily. It might be the right time to get a zig out maybe. Don't like saying that word very often, but it might be the right time. Have another cup of tea, try and get warm. I might get the old biomass stove on in a second and get really warm. If you haven't seen that yet, that's an amazing bit of kit. Just to diverse slightly, there will be a full carp pinion on the way, and I will cut to a little bit of footage that I took yesterday of it on my phone. It's the Water Hog biomass stove. It's a beast, an absolute beast. I had to go in yesterday just to give it a try, just to see how it worked. And yeah, it's safe to say it definitely does the job. Fantastic bit of kit. We'll do a full carp pinion on that in another video. So I might get that on the go, get warmed up. Oh, guess what? The swan's back. Of course the swan's back. So yes, anyway, blah 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 blah. Stop waffling. I'll see you in a little bit. Sun's out, guns, no, not guns out. Sun's out, shades out. Thanks, Carp. Right, so, it's glorious, look at it. Oh. Gonna go for a bit of a walk round. Got the old Polaroids on. There's no point walking around if you can't see anything when you're walking. Through the water, that is. I don't know what I'm saying, I've had too much tea. So I'm gonna go for a stroll. You're gonna come with me. And look, responsible angler. Reel the rods in. Never leave a rod in when you go for a walk. So, let's have a look. I'll turn the camera around so you can see what's going on as well. As you can see, it's really clear, it's lovely. No wind, still a bit cold. I'm not seeing anything though, not seeing anything show, not seeing any signs. So a bit of algae's come up, it's fine, it's what's to be expected. You can see it really well. Just in the edge here. Continue to have a bit of a look, there's a couple of little bubbles coming up. Just out there. There's something feeding down there. You don't tend to get big streaming bubbles out here because it's basically just sand. It's quite a hard sandy bottom. You don't get jacuzzi patches, let's say. Definitely some fish bubbling up over there though. Just moved to the side of this tree. But basically, zoom. Focus. Where are we looking? It's hard to see him on camera. Just here as well. A few bubbles coming up. Back to me. Alright, let's have a bit of me and you time. Just a bit of, why won't you focus? Oh, there you go. Bit of me and you time alone on the bank. Together. Let's have a look, see what we're looking at. So we're just in between pegs 8 and 9. At the shallow end. There's the shallow end. You can basically, if you're fishing and you don't know about where the shallow end is, so from the corner of that island just there, right on that corner, it comes across, follow my finger, to this, but well, just back from this bush, from about here, so here, straight out to there. This side is about 3 foot, that side between 5 and 6 foot. It's a proper ledge as well, and you can feel it with the lead if you have a little bit of a play around. As you do, there's a heron stood in the middle of the field. Up there. Unfortunately, lenses for vlogging, stop that, Unfortunately, lenses for vlogging aren't very good at zooming in on one. See where the swans are nesting. Over on the side of the little island there. That'd be lovely for them when there's an angler casting a lead at them. You'd have thought they'd have nested in there. No one fishes in there. Oh, another thing, in this little stream down here, little runoff down here, there's loads of little stickleback. So once I've got the rods back in, I'm going to make it my mission to catch some underwater footage of stickleback. Stay with me, please. You'll enjoy it, it'll be fine. You've seen fish, now just please me and stay. So, top end of lake now. Nice and calm. This is when, if it's quietened off for you a little bit, even if you had some fish or you haven't had any fish yet, this is the time when it's quiet and it's still and calm, especially when the lake's empty. You need to get your shoes on. You need to get out and have a look, see what's going on. Because if you haven't caught anything, it's probably because the fish aren't near you. But if you have caught anything that's gone a little bit quiet, it's probably because they've moved away. You can't see anything. You do tend to find that you'll disturb a few just along the edge here, so I'm going to turn the camera around just to preempt that a little bit. Overhang of weed and twigs is normally quite good to see a fish. Nothing yet. There's a swan nest, look. There she is. There's my old buddy. Treat her well. We're coming up to the... let's get some sunlight on my face. Hi! So we're just coming up to the shallow area now, which is just behind me. You might be able to make it out on camera. Like a real definitive line. Goes out across there and then cuts across where there's a cut through for the fish to move through. And it literally drops down to about 6.5 foot right here off the bank. Bam! It's a really deep swim just here. Hello, fishy fishy. Again, I don't know if you can see it on the camera or not, but we'll give it a go. Yeah, she is just blowing away. There's quite a lot of activity over there actually. Just finger, where's my finger? There it is. Here. Tip of that shadow of that bush just there. Quite a lot of activity, so that basically tells me that when I get back to hi, there we go. That basically tells me that when I get back to, I'm just going to walk backwards for a minute. When I get back to, no, that's not a good idea. When I get back to my little area, I might just take the landing net and one rod and just sit on it over there, just with a single on, just to see if we can just nick that extra little bite. Some more algae. That stuff's the horrible stuff. That's the stuff that if you cast into it, you just got no hope of fishing effectively whatsoever. It's like candy floss, it's horrible. So, I'm going to take the net and one rod, go up to that fish was showing. So there we go then. Rod's on the spot, on the floor, just how I like it recently. Semi-slack line, and there's something still fizzing up on the spot already actually. And I'm going to set the camera up so you guys can see everything. This is where we don't catch and you just watch me sat on the floor for a little bit. Well, I'm not going to give it much longer up here. Been here half an hour now, and the bubbling slowed right down. And I've got 3 spots over there that I've been concentrating on for the past 18 hours. So I'm going to go back there, flick some more baits over the spots, and see what they produce. I keep my eye up here. They've come back. I'll walk back up with the rod again, but I think you've got to know when you've been beaten. And this time it's been me. So there we go then. I'm going to end the session here. I'm just having a bit of a walk round just before I go home because it's a nice day. Trying to see where they got up to, and there was one right there. Found one. That's where he went. Just seen another one down this corner as well, so they must have moved up to the shallows in the warmer weather. I had some zigs out for a while as well. That didn't work very well, but there we go. So we're going to end it here. Just having a bit of a nose while I'm here, sorry if I'm slightly distracted. We're going to end it here. Thanks again so much for watching. Thank you if you made it this far as well, it means a lot. Don't forget to leave your comments down below from when I asked you about that comment earlier on in the video, whether it was a ghosty or an actual comment. I'm not too sure. I'll probably realise when I look back at the footage later, but let me know what you think. I'm back on the bank again this week again, so busy couple of weeks fishing. I'll try and get another video done. There's loads lined up for you. I've still got about 5 videos to actually get on YouTube, but I'm not going to give them all at once. I'm going to space them out a little bit. So lots of good footage coming your way, lots of nice fish. Thanks again so much for tuning in, and I will see you on the bank next time.